Hello, hello. So we have been back for a week now, which I can't believe that we've already been home a week. So since we've been home, a few updates is it's definitely taken a little bit to get used to being back home and have a little adjustment period. We had a birthday party to go to the next day, which was wonderful because we got to see a lot of family. Then Sunday we were just trying to recoup some, started Mount Laundry. Then Tuesday, school started for Noah, and Joe went back to work on Monday. So they were kind of thrown right back into things, which I feel like they've adjusted pretty well. It took a little bit for Joe, of course, because you have thousands of emails to go through, and when you've enjoyed relaxation of a vacation and some beautiful sights and adventures, of course it's a little challenging to get back into the swing of things of being back into the office. And Ella and I, we did a lot of prepping. As if you caught on one of the last videos, I am homeschooling her this year. So we did a lot of prepping last week to get things organized, we're using, actually this room is kind of the craft room, but it's also going to be craft / schoolroom. So we got a lot of things ready for that. And this week we're going to be starting full days now. We did some partial days and some spelling and this and that kind of stuff. I feel like someone's at the door. So it took a little bit to get into the swing of things. And there was a couple of blue days, actually. We're just kind of like, oh, yeah. I mean, we're glad to be home. It's good to get a routine. I definitely need a routine. But just when you've had a wonderful vacation, it, of course, is, different and challenging. Get back to the swing of things. So, anyway, we are getting there. And I just wanted to thank you all so much who have watched the videos and who we have seen and have said such kind words about joining along with us on our journey and watching the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I definitely wanted to do the videos mainly so that our own family could have a reminder. So 10 years from now, we can go back. Well, I'm sure we'll be like, oh, that video is weird or whatever. But we would have a chance to go back and see the videos and relive the days that we've spent at all the different places. Because with doing that much traveling in a month, I knew we would forget things, and I wanted to live it and be in the moment and be able to remember all the fun and exciting things about each place that we went, because we loved each place. So, and I do have to admit too, doing these videos have certainly put me out of my comfort zone. So, because it's not easy putting yourself out there, and especially if you feel like, oh, what is this person gonna think, or that person. Sometimes you just have to let that go. I did it for my family, and whoever watched, I hope you enjoyed it and went along for the ride. But it is a little, it's a little nerve-wracking for me just to put myself out there, because I'm not really one that likes to be in the forefront of things. I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of person. And a lot of it has to do with a lot of my own insecurities. And not that I'm searching for any compliments or anything like that, so don't worry about that. But just to let you know that everyone has insecurities. Everyone has bad days and tough days, and I don't really feel like I'm one that needs to be in front of the camera, or that I'm the face of anything, or because I certainly have never really thought of myself as really a pretty person. I guess I've got all these blotches. I can see them now. I'm like, all these sun things. So if anyone out there has anything to help me with these sunspots, let me know. I would definitely be willing to try it. But yeah, so I guess one thing I would like for someone to take away from this is that if you feel like you have a voice and that you can share it, and you have something that you want to share, then do it. don't worry. Sometimes you have to put those insecurities aside, because I certainly had to do that in order to do these videos, which I hope that someday my children will look back on these and love them and be thankful that I did them for them, because it's certainly a stretch. So let's just say that. Maybe I have my own habits, hang-ups, and hurts that I need to deal with, huh? Anywho, enough of that. Another thing I did want to touch base on is at some point I'm going to talk a little bit more why I'm homeschooling Ella. So that'll be in a separate video. And then also I'm still want to do the favorites. I want to interview Joe and Noah and Ella and talk about our favorites of vacation. But I did want to go over a few tips, some things that I learned along the way, and hopefully you can take from. And some things, I'm kind of a sucker if I see things. I'm not a big spender, but if I see something that I'm like, ooh, that would be good for our trip, or ooh, that would be really good for this, and if it's pretty inexpensive, I'm willing to try it. So I did purchase a few things because I thought that, you know, they looked great on the advertisement, thought they would be really helpful on our trip. So I just wanted to show you a few things that I'd purchased and some things that I would get again, and some things that I'm like, no, total waste of money. This is one of them. So there was an advertisement on, this is something that, it's like a super zoom lens that you can attach to your phone. So this is the zoom, and it does zoom in, and it does focus okay, but the picture quality was terrible. So there's this little clip that attaches on here, and this just clips onto your phone, and then you can zoom in and focus. But I tried it a few times. Every time I took a picture, there would be this halo around whatever the picture was, and it wasn't like super clear. So this was a bomb for me. I don't even know the website or anything that I bought it from, but no, it wasn't worth it. Luckily, it wasn't very much, maybe $20. That's why I'm like, I'll try it for that. The next thing I purchased that I thought would be good are these water shoes. Water socks. That's what they're called, water socks. Now, on the advertisement, I would say there's a little bit of false advertisement going on, because they're listed as $5 for a pair, which I'm like, you know, I'll do that. Well, they're $5. If you get a solid color, that's $5. If you want multicolored or design, the price goes up. I'm like, I will wear orange socks, water socks, for $5. I can do that. But the soles are very, very thin. Noah's wore out. He wore holes in his in like the first hour that he had them on, and because we were walking on some rocks, and it was at the Glacier National Park. So I think these are probably good just for beach, sandy beach area. I think I would wear these for that. But anything other than that, if you're going to go rafting, walking on any type of rocks, you need something with a harder sole. And I do feel like that on the advertisement of it, it showed a firmer sole, not just this. So I think they kind of added in some things that didn't really come with the shoe for the price. So my recommendation, though, if you're going to be going anywhere other than a beach, get a good water shoe that has a hard sole on it. That would be a good thing. Another good thing I did like, I bought this, and it is like a little solar charger. We didn't really end up using it because I went ahead and just charged my phone every night, and I didn't wear down the battery badly, because my phone is pretty decent on battery. So this was, it might work sometime. I didn't really need it, but I did really like this bag. And this I found at Walmart, and it's a like accessory or camera bag. So this opens up, and you can put your DSL camera in there. I put the extra lens on this side, put the camera in there, and it folds inward, so it's very nice and compact. And then it's a backpack. So then in here, in this side, I was actually able to put the gimbal, slide it on this side, and it fit. It just slid down. But in here, there's enough to put my battery chargers, You could put extra phones in there. So this was a really good buy to take on the trip. And then we also needed backpacks. They were great. Slingbacks. The camel, if you don't have a camel when you go hiking, I would highly recommend having a camel, because then you can put a bunch of water in there. And if you're okay with, drinking after others, which some people are, some people aren't, but if you're okay with doing that, it's great little area. You can put some snacks in there, and it does hold a lot of water. So definitely some of my tips, I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. Yeah, backpacks, water shoes. If you know you're gonna go someplace that has, streams and waters, just pack those in there with you where you can change them out pretty quickly. Because if you, I was okay with getting my boots wet, my hiking boots, the time that I needed to. They dried okay and it was fine. But it would have been a little bit easier to walk around if I had a nice pair of water shoes. Hiking boots, definite must. I would invest in a good pair of hiking boots. We got a pair for Noah. They were a decent pair, I thought, but they were on sale, so I got a pretty good price. But the shoestring was already weathering away. He said he could felt rocks, so I should have purchased a better brand for him, because he's rough on a lot of things anyway. So a good brand of hiking boots is a must. Water shoes must. Binoculars, yes, take those just in case. Oh, another thing, a couple things that we didn't have with us that it would be good to have in the future: bandanas. Yellowstone was pretty windy and very dusty. So when you're hiking along, if you don't want a bunch of dust and dirt in your nose and on your teeth, then a bandana would be great, because you can just slip it up and breathe a lot easier. So that would be one thing that I would definitely take next time: bandanas. And then also walking sticks would probably be a really good idea. We were okay without them, but there are definitely some hikes that would have been beneficial. And even if you're walking through some of the water and stuff, and it just puts a little bit of pressure off you because you're in such a higher elevation. So it is a little bit harder to breathe sometimes. So just having that extra help of the walking sticks, and a lot of them are they're compact, where you can fold them down, put them in your backpacks, and you could use them when you need it. So that would be another thing that I probably would invest in and get for future times. Yes, bandanas, that. Can't think of anything else. Always take water. Always have water with you, and some extra snacks, even if it's just some almonds or Cheez-Its, something, peanut butter crackers, something that you can snack in, because you don't know, you may want to go further than what you think or anticipate. So definitely good to do that. And my thought is, if you want to take a trip out west, do it. Don't think about it any longer. Don't think, oh, maybe in a few years. If you have kids, they're gonna keep getting older, and definitely find the right time for you, but do it. Vacations are gonna be things that you will always remember, always cherish. And of course, there's those times of arguments and times where you're like, oh my goodness, this person might be driving me crazy, but you're gonna have that at home too. So whether you're out seeing these beautiful sights or at home, that's still gonna happen. So why not go and explore? And you never know, you may have such a bonding experience with your family that you don't even realize, and it could just really do a lot for your family. So I highly recommend it. So that's all I've got for now. We'll do some other things in other videos. I've chatted long enough, so hopefully I have not bored you. Hopefully you will take some of these tips, and if you ever have any questions about going on a trip yourself and want to know about some places that we stayed or what things we did, message me. Please message me. I am happy to help, because I think you can always take something from someone else that has experienced the things that you are hoping to experience, and to see, should I do this or should I do this? And you reach out to people. So I'm happy to help. I hope you guys are all doing well. And if you have kids in school, I hope they're having a great, hope they had a great first week of school and that they will continue to have a great week this coming week. And I hope you all take care, and I would be excited to keep in touch and update you with more things that are going on with our family. And that's all I can think about right now. So hope you all are doing well, and take care, and God bless.